All right, welcome in, race fans. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage. The Dirt Series Productions All-Star Visual Super Series. Super late models tonight on the tricky little third of a mile right here at Kokomo. Joining me in the booth, as usual on Sunday night, Dominic Santina. Dominic?
Hey, Roger. How's it going? Full header here at Kokomo, and we'll see if Devin Cardwell go for 4 straight.
Yeah, right back here. We were here with the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series just a short time ago in the 360 cars. Right back here again for these super late models. This place uber tricky, especially with these big, high horsepower, wide body cars. But 29 of these drivers checked in tonight. A little smaller field than what we're used to seeing with this series tonight. See if things go just a little bit differently, especially starting our feature than normal. About ready to get the festivities kicked off. Here in about 10 seconds, we will go ahead and get our festivities kicked off. Let these guys get ready to advance their session. They do not do qualifying, so we will go straight to heat racing when we return.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Roger, is there a video you need to play?
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is race time. They will be advancing the session here momentarily. We'll get these 29 drivers to get kicking off here. We're going to do something to start the night off that we have not done yet. We've been dipping his toe in the pool for a while now. It is time for him to wade up at least waist deep. I am going to give you the starting lineup for heat race number 1. And Dominic, I will let you bring us from the green to the checker tonight on this first race, sir. Are you with me there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't getting ready to drop this off in your lap and you weren't ready to go. Heat race number 1 lines up this way on the pole. The 47 car, Lucas Chowning, on his outside. The Checkers and Records HRT Sim Racing Team from Batesville, Arkansas. The 81 car, Wesley Gwantley. Row 2 on the inside of Foxhound Graphics, Foxhound Motorsports. Number 29 out of Eugene, Missouri, Andrew Schaefer. And on his outside in the 631 car, going to be Matt Sotomayor. Row 3 on the inside, the FFG Cooper's Trucking, Number 30 out of Spring Hill, Florida, Travis Pullen. And on his outside from Heartland, Wisconsin in the 70, going to be Chris Weismer. Row 4 on the inside, the 7 car, Ryan Burkhart. On the outside, the Milner Media and Design, Mud Duck Racing. Number 8 from Mountain Home Air Force Base in Idaho, Taylor James. And that will be our starting lineup. 8 cars. Top 3 go straight to the feature. Everybody else is going to have to work their way through the Super 4 heat races on tap for us tonight. Dominic, it's all on you, sir.
As Roger said, Lucas Chowning will be your pole sitter here in heat number 1. Getting ready to go green. Pace truck pulling away down there out of turn 1 and 2. They'll make their way through 3 and 4, and it'll be up to Chowning. Get us started here this afternoon. Green flag in the air, and away we go. Gautney with the early race lead as they head into 1 and 2. Car into the outside wall there. We got 2 cars turned around in the back part of turn number 1. It's going to bring out the caution flag before we even completed lap number 1.
Yeah, I'm watching Ryan Burkhart right here, Dom, and it looks like he's not really – he got into the back of Pullen, and he and Pullen get spun around, and that looks like that is what actually brought out the caution for us right there. So maybe Pullen went in a little bit lighter on the foot than Burkhart thought he was going to, and he got that nose wedge up underneath the back of that car and spun it right around.
Looks like we're going to have a full restart here to start this one as we didn't get lap number 1 underway. Still be Chowning on the inside, followed by Galtney in second. Double file restart. Order reset. This time, if we can get her started clean, turns 1 and 2. This truck's going to pull off, so we'll go green this time. Make their way out of turn number 4. Chowning has the start again. Green flag in the air. He's on the throttle. A better start this time for Chowning. He'll take the lead into 1 and 2, followed by Gautney. And there's more contact in that first corner. Caution flag out once again.
Matt Sotomayor this time. We don't even really need to go too far back to see this one. He got down into 1 and 2. Everybody was making contact. And the 56X car there right up in and underneath him. Taylor James, I believe, the 56 car is. James didn't really have a choice there.
Oh, Roger, maybe we'll see the third flag here sometime.
Well, this little...
Lap 1.
Yeah, this little bull ring is pretty tough, and it looks like the track's still pretty tacky out there. I know these guys want to get up there, get that right rear up on that extra banking there on the very, very outside, but maybe get them talked into tiptoeing in the first lap or so around and then go racing each other. We can get out of turn 2. We might get to see some action here.
Like they're going to double them up once again. Here, restart the field. Chowning still your race leader. Got them all ready to go. Pace truck pulls away once again. We'll see if third time is the charm as they make their way out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air, and on the throttle goes Chowning. Even a better restart this time. Looks like he's going to be able to clear turns 1 and 2 with the lead, but there's still contact in the back of the field. We'll see if we stay green. Nope, caution flag is out. Once again, here in heat number 1.
Weismer and Burkhart are going to bring it out this time, but it could have come out sooner than that. 29 car back there of Schaefer was into some mess too, out of 2, but it looks like the actual caution fell this time for Weismer and Burkhart.
Looks like we have 2 laps complete. Third caution being waved. Each truck back out on track.
They may wave off a double file and restart this time and go single file just to see if they can get these guys a complete lap under the green flag in too.
It's what it seems to be there, Roger. Looks like they're going to be single file. Chowning, Altney, James, Schaefer, and Pullen. Your top 5. give this a fourth try as the base truck pulls down there out of turn 2. Make our way through 3 and 4, waiting for the green flag to be displayed, and there it is. On the pedal goes Chowning into turn 1. We'll see if we can make it clean this time. Looks like we will. Your race leader is Lucas Chowling, followed by Gautney and James. Those are the top 3 transfer positions right now. We have a clean lap. That is lap number 4 being completed. Make their way through 1 and once again. The top 3 pulling away. That's Lucas Chowning still out front, hanging on by 0.3 of a second over Gautney, as now we're halfway through heat number 1. Top 3 transfer to the main. They're pulling away from the 4th place driver of Schaefer. Here comes Chowning again. 5 laps now complete. Make it 6. We're on lap number 7. Looks like James has a little trouble there in 2. He's going to fall off the pace a little bit. We'll see if Schaefer can draw up. He's got a battle going with Poland back there for 4th and 5th. 7 laps now complete. 3 to go for your race leaders. It's Chowning and Gautney still battling it out front. Gautney, as Chowning gets into the outside wall once, twice there, it's going to hand the lead over to Chowning. With just 2 laps left to go, we'll see if Gautney now has a lead. Chowning going to try to come back underneath here in 3 and 4. Come out of the corner. Gautney still has it. White flag in the air. 1 lap left to go for your race leaders. Top 3 have stayed the same throughout this whole heat race. Wesley Gawning out of 3 and 4. He will take the heat race win. Chowning in 2nd. James 3rd. Then Schaefer, Poland, Sotomayor, Burkhart, and Weismer rounding out your heat number 1.
Well, once they got going, it was a good race. I have to say that. It was just getting started.
Yeah, you said it was going to be a little rough. Figured it out, and it was a good race after that.
All right, heat race number 2, griding out on the front stretch. On the pole, the Hollywood Signs HRT Sim Racing, number 118 from Rensselaer, Indiana, Joshua Hessen on his outside. From Nashville, Tennessee, in the Karen's Custard and Hamburgers, HRE Motorsports, number 56, that is Brad Dyer. Row 2 on the inside, the Robinson Heating Air MDR, number 21 from Elm City, North Carolina, Tyler Batten. On his outside, the 83 car, the Finish First Designs Dirt Series, number 83 from Berea, Kentucky, Josh Smith. In row 3 on the inside, the Outsider Clothing Company, Team 5 Motorsports, from Cosby, Tennessee, he drives the 5 car, Joey Neese. And in the 017, the outsider, row number 3, the High Side Racewear, TVR machine from Naples, New York, Justin Sick, the pilot. And on the back row by himself, the Michael Flieger race cars, Ruthless Racing, number 11 from Bunker Hill, Illinois, Blake Bailey. So 1 heat in the books, 3 to go. We're going to get this one started right here the next time we come out of turn 4 with Hessen and Dyer on the front row. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're going to get a start. See if these guys learn something from the guys in the first heat. A little more give early. You get to race a whole lot later into this thing under the green flag. Won't have so many restarts with green flag in the air. Heat race number 2 is underway. And a good start with that front row, 3 wide through turn 1. Off the top side, Dyer's got the lead. Batten runs at 2nd. Josh Smith looking to the high side. He has 3rd when they come out of turn number 4. It's Dyer, then Smith, then Batten, and Joey Neese now. The 5 car working his way around the top side of the speedway. And he is trying to take spots. Everybody figuring out that the high side seems to be the fast way right now when the track is tracky. Excuse me, when the track is tacky. That's not as much of a mouthful as I made it sound. Brad Dyer, your leader right now as they complete 3 of the 10 laps. Josh Smith, hot on his heels. Smith worked the high side, worked his way into 2nd, and now he chasing down the leader, trying to pick up a heat race win. Tyler Batten runs in that all-important 3rd and final direct transfer spot, but Joey Neese, a little bit of damage on the right rear. Oh, there's contact. Batten and Smith, both cars get turned around. We'll drop back and take a quick peek at this one. I'm pretty sure I know what happened. Smith got himself in a little bit of a bind, backed the car up just a touch. You see right there, he didn't have a choice as Dyer clipped the fence. He tried to miss him, and Batten Didn't have time to react, and he clips to left rear and turns around the 83 machine. So it's going to be Dyer, Batten, Neese, Sick, Hessen, Smith, and then Bailey. The running order in this one is we're just about in the halfway position on heat race number 2.
Well, you made it a little. Your start was a little bit better than my heat race that I had.
Yeah, we can't blame it on the guys in the booth. We are not out there.
No, they just probably knew they threw me into it, so they figured they'd give me a hard time.
But you know what? If you're going to get yourself wet beyond the toes, I guess the only way to do it is to have a heat race that's a little rough to get going with. So now you're an experienced veteran.
There we go.
All right. Pace truck heading in green, this time out of turn 4. Halfway done. Heat race number 2. Dyer, Batten, Neese, the top 3, and there goes Brad Dyer on the throttle. Green flag back in the air. Dyer got a good jump, and he's going to have a great lead heading into 1. Batten clips the fence just like Dyer did. Big slide job from Hessen. He wasn't able to capitalize on it. Threw it in there deep in 1, slid it up in 2. But Neese and Sick both worked their way back around him. Keep Hessen in 5th, Smith and Bailey behind that. We're watching 3rd right here. Final direct transfer spot. Neese has got it. Sick wants it. 3 to go this time out of turn number 4. Track starting to look like it's going to be one groove for just a little bit here. These guys finding the top side. Able to make it work. Brad Dyer going to see the signal from the flagman. 2 to go this time. Tyler Batten starting to reel him in. He showed him a fender there in turns 3 and 4. Showed him that right front fender. Now not able to get out of turn 2, and that lets Dyer escape with a pretty comfortable lead to come to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Dyer, Batten, Neese, your top 3. Neese has gotten away from Sick now. Here comes Batten. Last-ditch effort down the bottom. Slide job in 3 and 4. Did he hang on to it? No, he did not. Good effort by Tyler Batten, but he comes home second to Brad Dyer. Joey Neese going to finish 3rd and pick up that final transfer spot. Sick, Hessen, Smith, and Bailey will be in the soup in just a little bit. And we'll get ready to move on to heat race number 3. Run through our lineup here real quickly. On the pole, the Mud Duck Racing, number 19 from Williamsport, Maryland, Shane Kelly, and on his outside, the Dirt Series sponsored, number 24K from Connersville, Indiana, Colton Snyder. Row 2 on the inside, the Beast Motorsports, number 61 from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, Earl Arts Jr., and to his outside, the JDI Science and Graphics Dirt Series, number 73 from Princeton, Minnesota, Andy Jones. Row 3 inside, the Milner Media and Designs Mud Duck Racing, number 57 from Wilson, North Carolina, AJ Cruz. And on the outside from Lindsay, Ontario, Canada, the TWB Inc. Prime Time Racing, number 99 of Brandon Hawken. And on the back row, the Smoky Mountain Speedway, Team 5 Motorsports out of Flat Lick, Kentucky. It's a 663 car of Brad Lawson. So 7 cars, 10 more laps, top 3 straight to the feature. Take it away, Mr. Santino.
All right. Getting ready to come out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. We are underway with heat race number 3. Make their way into turn number 1. Looks like everything's going to be good to go this time. Shane Kelly, your race pulls way down the back stretch. Come around to complete lap number 1. Or excuse me, that's Colton Snyder out front. Make their way down the back stretch they go. Snyder, then it's Andy Jones and Brandon Hawkins, your top 3. 2 laps now complete here in heat number 3, and we got a good battle going back there for that final transfer spot between Hawken and Lawson. That's where we'll kind of watch, see if Lawson can make a move on Hawken for that 3rd spot. Snyder still out front by 0.4 of a second over Jones in that 2nd spot. Making their way around to complete lap number 4, almost half through. Now it looks like Hawk starting to make a move on getting some challenge from Lawson. Lawson looking to the inside this time down the front stretch. Turn 1 and 2 still make the move work. Lawson still not there. It's Hawken holding on to the position. 6 laps complete here in heat number 3. Colton Snyder still out front. Jones and Hawkins still your top three. Then it's Lawson, Cruz, Kelly, and Arts running order. 7 laps down, 3 to go. They come through 3 and 4. Lawson really trying to make that middle line work on Hawkins. Still hasn't been able to make the pass. Top 2 have run away. Colton Snyder and Andy Jones clearly into the feeder. White flag out this time for your race leader, Colton Snyder. Brandon Hawkins can hold off Ed Lawson one more lap. Making their way through 3 and 4. Colton Snyder will win. Andy Jones second. Brandon Hawkins hold on for third. Lawson, Cruz, Kelly, and Arts are B and C later on this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll get 3 cars from each of those last chance qualifiers and move them into our feature. Have 18 cars for our starting grid tonight. Heat race 4, gridding out on the front stretch, a 77 car of Robert Fletcher on the pole, and to his outside, the 199 of James Colbridge. New paint for Colbridge. That car used to be gold, and now it's blue. Row 2 on the inside, the 1D, 3-time feature winner in the series, looking to make it 4 in a row. He's out of Knoxville, Tennessee, Davin Cardwell, and on his outside, Calvin Herring in the 08 car. Row 3 on the inside, the Abruzzi Racewear USA FSSL, number 27 from St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, Michael Spengler. And on the outside of him, the Swart Speed Stop Team 3D, number 25 out of Highland, Illinois, Todd Frolick. And on the back row by himself, the Slaws Welding, number 20 from Indio, California, Cody Slauson. So 7 more cars, 10 more laps, top 3 straight to our feature. Everybody else will get into one of those LCQs. We'll find 3 from each one of those, fill out an 18-car field, and put 73 laps on the board for our feature race. But right now, Heat 4 is going green out of turn 4 with Fletcher and Colbridge on the outside. Flashy new paint for Colbridge. We'll see if it does anything for him. He's had some pretty rough luck the last couple of weeks. And he gets a good jump off the outside at the green flag, and he may have the lead coming out of turn number 2. Cardwell tried to get it. Colbridge got across his nose, and that new car is going to be wadded up in turns 3 and 4. All kinds of carnage. Colbridge did not quite clear Cardwell. Cardwell went deep and slid it all the way up. Colbridge came across his nose. Thought he was going to clear right rear across the left front. We watched most of this carnage happen. That 199 car bent on just about every corner except for the right front, I think. And we'll see if he can do anything with the, you can see the passenger side door is caved all the way in. Not a good start. 30 car there of Spengler. None the worse for the wear. His right side was all crushed in. I think Slauson might have got a piece of this. Several cars involved in it there at the end of lap number 1. But it all started up at the front. Colbridge just didn't quite get clear. So we'll get them re-racked and get ready to go green out of turn number 4 right here. Fletcher and Cardwell on the front row now.
Green, green, green.
Green flag back in the air. Good start by the front row. They are dead even heading into 1 and 2. Cardwell's going to have a big advantage off the cushion in turn number 2. He takes the lead, Fletcher, and then Frolic, the 25 car, runs in a third. Here comes Colbridge. Bent up race car or not, he is going to put his foot down and see if he can get around these guys, get back into a transfer spot. Does not wish to go through the LCQs, and he's going to get a run out of 4. Couldn't quite get there this time. 3 down. 7 to go. Still Cardwell way out in front of these guys. He jumped on that restart from the outside, and he is trying to drive away and leave everybody way back. Frolic on the outside of Fletcher. You saw the contact. Frolic comes away with second. Move Fletcher on the hot seat, and Colbridge is right there. Colbridge trying to go to the top side. Fletcher's working the middle. Halfway home, heat race number 4, still Cardwell way out in front of these guys. He has got a full set of straightaway on this, guys. There's his full set of corners. They were just about a third of the way in. He was coming off the exit. Frolic, Fletcher, and Colbridge are nose to tail, basically. That's second, third, and fourth. We're watching third place Robert Fletcher right here to see if he can hang on to that final direct transfer spot out of the heat races. 3 laps to go that time by. Cardwell still extending the lead. Frolic saw the 77 car down on his left side. Got a little out of shape, got it into the fence, but he hangs on to second. Laps quickly ticking off. 12 seconds here to get around Kokomo Speedway. Davin Cardwell out of turn 4. White flag in the air for him. Battles for second and third. Fletcher got up underneath Frolic. Now slides him into 1 and 2. Can he hang on to it? He had it for a second. Now he's got it back. Frolic now has company on the outside. Colbridge for the final transfer spot. It's Cardwell, Fletcher, and Colbridge got around Frolic on the last lap, and he makes a direct transfer spot after a big misstep on lap 1. He is going to get himself directly into the feature. And that was quite the move there to get into that feature for Colbridge.
Yeah, it was an impressive drive by Colbridge, but man, everywhere we go, it seems like Cardwell has that car dialed in, knows how to drive the track.
Black Stripes do a lot of wonderful things with their cars. All right, LCQ number 1 gridding out onto the front stretch. Schaefer, Andrew Schaefer, going to be on the pole. Brad Lawson to his outside. Travis Pullen row 2 inside. AJ Cruz on the outside. Matt Sotomayor, 631 car on the inside of row 3 with Shane Kelly, 19 on his outside. Ryan Burkhart inside of row 4 with Earl Arts on the outside. 8 cars. Only 3 will transfer through. And Andrew Schaefer on the inside there. Iwata on the side of that car. Good look. Only car not gridding out so far, the 30 car of Travis Pullen. It doesn't look like Pullen is going to make it. Did not have a lot of fun in his heat race. And maybe decided to save a little bit of extra sheet metal and not bring the 30 car out. So we'll have 7 cars. 3 will remain. 4 will be finished for the evening. Should be an interesting B main. Track starting to show some slick spots. Should open this thing up and start widening it out. We should see a couple of good lines of racing. It won't all be top side, I don't believe. As that pace truck heads in the middle of the backstretch. Schaefer and Lawson going to bring us to the green flag in the air. Lawson got a good run coming down off the hill. He may have the lead coming out of turn 2, and it looks like the 63 car will lead us down the backstretch. Or lap number 1, Schaefer in seconds. The 631 car of Matt Sotomayor was trying to work the top and he didn't get there. AJ Cruz works the 57 car down on the inside. Here's a big wedgie underneath the 29 car. No caution as of yet.
All right, man.
Now your caution is going to fly. As Andrew Schaefer got in there and he just got lifted up by the 631 of Sotomayor. I think he got a little bit slowed up getting into the corner in 1, and I don't think he was ready. Sotomayor, I'm going to go with here. I don't think he was ready for how sideways the 29 car was.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Roger. Schaefer got a little too sideways there in the corner and basically stalled all his momentum, and then Sotomayor was just in the wrong place in the wrong and just found himself right there behind him.
So Lawson, Schaefer, Pullen, Cruz, Sotomayor, Kelly Arts, and Burkhart. It's actually Burkhart in front of Schaefer. Schaefer is all the way to the back after the 29 car got lifted up in the air, but the lights are off on the pace truck. We're going back to green. 2 of 10 laps complete. LCQ number 1. Top 3 move on. Everybody else done for the night right now. Lawson, Cruz, and Sotomayor are in your top 3, but watch that 19 car. Shane Kelly. Been a threat every single week. And the green flag comes back out. We're back to racing. Single file through 1 and 2 through the top 5. We're keeping our eyes on that 631 car. He's the guy on the bubble right now. Kelly keeps taking a look, showing him that right front fender. We'll see if Shane Kelly can do anything coming down the backstretch. He lost a lot of ground that time 19 car was way out of shape up in 1 and 2. 4 laps down, 6 to go. Still Lawson right in front of Cruz. Cruz directly in front of Sotomayor, Shane Kelly, Earl Arts, Ryan Burkhart, and Andrew Schaefer rounding out the field. Not much movement right now between the top 5-6 cars. Everybody kind of holding their own. 4 to go this time by. About equal gaps between the 63, the 57, and the 631. Watch these guys come down the front stretch through turns 1 and 2 with 3 laps to go. Make it 2.5. Top 3 still Lawson, Cruz, Sotomayor. As they get the 2 to go signal. LCQ number 1 winding down quickly. Cruz got a little out of shape, and Sotomayor put the right rear in the fence, but no change in the running order, and it didn't close the gap. Shane Kelly still in 4th. White flag in the air. Lawson down into turns 3 and 4. Final time. Looks like he's punched his ticket to the A main. AJ Cruz and Matt Sotomayor headed into the feature with him. Kelly, Arts, Burkhart, Schaefer, and Pullen all finished for the night. We'll get ready to move on to the final qualifier to make it into the feature tonight. LCQ number 2 is going to be scheduled for 9 cars. And on the pole will be Justin Sick to his outside. Todd Frolick. Row 2 inside. Josh Hessen on the outside. Michael Spengler. Row 3, Josh Smith inside. Calvin Herring outside. On the 4th row, Blake Bailey on the inside. Cody Slauson on the outside. And in the back row all by himself going to be the 70 car of Chris Weismer. Pretty stacked LCQ. And these three, only 3 guys are going to remain at the end of this one, Dom. Maybe my partner bailed on me. It's all right. Everybody gets a potty break. Even me.
What's that, Roger?
Oh, I was saying this is a pretty stacked LCQ right here. It's about every one of these guys in here has got a shot to win it, but only 3 are going to remain.
That 3rd spot's going to be that coveted spot to try to watch out for. See how long it takes for that bottom line to work on our Great Lakes.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see that bottom start to come in, get these guys to start widening this thing up a little bit here pretty quick. But the LCQ number 2 about to get underway. Sick and Frolic on the front row. Green flag is in the air. Get through turns 1 and 2. Will be good. Hessen got the car pretty sideways, but he gets it straightened down. It's Sick, Frolic, Spengler 1, 2, 3. Then Hessen and Herring 4 and 5. 3 wide when they came out of turn 4, lap 1. All little contact. Hessen and Herring and a car into the fence. Maybe the 11 car of Bailey or the 70 car. Maybe the 70 car here of Weismer triggered the caution, but I want to say Bailey got it way sideways down here and got into the fence. Yeah, I think Weismer just got the car kind of shut down and it turned a little sideways. The 11 car of Blake Bailey was the car that got sideways and triggered the whole thing. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you for being here with us. Dirt Series Productions All-Star Visual Super Series. Already into the final LCQ. Going to have 8 laps to go when we go back to green. Top 3 remain. Everybody else done for the night. They'll get ready to have their warm-up session. And they'll put 73 laps on the big board. And rip around this little 1/3 of a mile till we come home with a winner. So far, 3 for 3 in the series. Davin Cardwell has been the winner each and every night. Since the series began, he's looking for 4 in a row tonight. And we are about to go back to green. Justin Sick on the throttle. Green flag back in the air. Frolic still second. Spengler was 3rd. Real quickly, Josh Smith took a peek on the inside right at the start, but he's not able to do anything with it. Laps will wind down quickly here in this one. Saw a little action back behind. Saw Weismer's car way down on the bottom. He is sideways in 1 and 2. Hessen got up there. He got into Bailey just now. That was for 5th and 6th. Right behind them, Calvin Herring in 7th. Weismer way back. But right now, Justin Sick keeping the 17 car right up on the cushion. But Todd Frolic, the 25 car, starting to reel him in as they reach the halfway point. Battle going to start to shape up. It looks like Spengler barely holding off Smith in 3 and 4, and then gets a huge run down the backstretch. He pulls out now. He's going to start to put some pressure on Frolic right here. Try to move Frolic on to the bubble. Not this time. Justin Sick, your leader, going towards the bottom of the track. He is hanging on to the lead. Running about a lane and a half up off the bottom, but Frolic making up time now. Frolic alongside in 3 and 4. Sick trying to hang on, pick up the win. Gets a good run out of 4 that time. Make it 2 laps to go. Still Sick, Frolic, and Spengler, your top 3. Josh Smith running out of laps if he's going to find one of these transfer spots. White flag in the air, still Justin Sick running through the middle of the track. Frolic's now moved down a line and a half. Oh, Frolic out of shape, and Spengler stuck his nose near that. Lets Smith have the high side. Sick is going to win it. Frolic is going to be second at the line. It was close, but I do believe Michael Spengler, by 8/1000ths of a second, takes the third and final transfer spot. Everybody else done for the evening. What a finish to that one.
How about that one? A drag race for that final transfer spot.
That was wild. So we've got our 18 cars locked in. These guys are going to have a few minutes of a warm-up. And while they warm up, we'll let you check this out.
Got a country swagger, keep the music turned up and got moves like Haggard. You can find us hanging out every night. It's a little bucked up, but we're all alright. Don't hurt to drink. Hey, let me hear you sing that I do what I want, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, 'cause thanks to them, I'm a big old star. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. Hillbilly rock star.
Alrighty, warm-up session over. Time to get these guys gridded out on the front stretch. 18 cars, and we're going to have to run through this real quickly. It's going to be Gauntly on the pole with Dyer on his outside. Row 2 will be Colton Snyder, Davin Cardwell. 3 times in a row will he make it for the 1D car on the outside of row 2. Row 3, Lucas Chowning and Tyler Batten. Row 4, Andy Jones, Robert Fletcher. The 5th row, Taylor James and Joey Neese. Row 6, Brandon Hawken and Jamison Colbridge. The 7th row will be Brad Lawson and Justin Sick. Row 8, A.J. Cruz and Todd Frolic. In the back row on the inside, Matt Sotomayor. And then on his outside, Michael Spengler. So 18 cars and 73 laps. Dom, we ready to do this?
Yeah, and have to have in the back of your mind that Cardwell Got to be one of those favorites to go for 4 in a row tonight.
Yeah, he has just been quick everywhere that we have been. That car seems to be hooked up. I mean, he went to the back early in that race last week. Still managed to work his way to the front and pick up the win. I would have to say odds on favorite. Definitely the 1D car, Devin Cardwell. Right now, the lights are off on the pace truck. We're ready to go green out of turn number 4. 73 laps on the board. Dirt Series Promotions. All-Star Visual Super Series about to get underway from Kokomo. Gauntly and Dyer on the front row. Green flag is in the air. We are racing. See if we can get everybody through turns 1 and 2. The first couple of laps here. Get them spread out just a little bit. They'll be in traffic very quickly on a track like this. As they come out of turn 4, lap 1 in the books under green. Car backwards in turn 4. 17 car of Justin Sick. Back here in turn 4. Let's see what happened to Justin. Oh, car in front of him, 199. The Colbridge got out of shape. He got into him, got tagged from behind. Not a whole lot you can say there. Wrong place, wrong time, I guess. We got 1 lap in, though.
I feel like it'll be that kind of like what we saw in the heat race, especially with 18 cars out there. It'll take a couple laps for them to get it all together, and then we'll hopefully get a long flag.
Yeah, running order is Gauntly, Dyer, Snyder, Caldwell, Channing, Batten, Jones, Fletcher, Hawkins, and Neese, your top 10. So the lights will go off on the pace truck this time, and then we'll get ready to go to the green flag. 2 laps into the books. Side by side. 2 wide restart.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again. Down through turns 1 and 2. We'll go back, take a look. Ooh, Dyer got out of shape in 2, and he stacked the entire field up. Here comes Batten. Batten got Chowning a little bit in the left-hand door. On to Chowning's right-hand door, and that caused him to get sideways, but he gathers it back up now. Caution at the back. Brandon Hawkins, a 99 car. Let's see what happened to Brandon. Oh, he was turned away sideways. I'm not sure it was him. I'm not sure that caution was for him unless they picked him up in the infield right there, and that's what set it off. So he got that car out of the way, best I could tell. Well, no changes at the front. Get these guys sorted out here after, 1 or 2 more restarts maybe. What do you think, Dom? Still Gauntly, Snyder, Dyer, Batten, Jones, Cardwell, Fletcher, Chowning, Neese, and Lawson. Brad Lawson into the top 10. Again with the 2 wide start.
Green, green, green.
Green flag back in the air. Down through turns 1 and 2. Looks like everybody's going to make it this time out of turn 2. Starting to let this thing settle in just a little bit. They make it through 3 and 4. So we are racing. Everybody's starting to single file out now. Oh, sideways. That was Chowning, and Chowning is way out of shape. We just brought the camera down on him. We'll see. He was running about 7th right here. Gets through 3 and 4. A little bit of a stack up on the X. Looks like Batten got loose, stacked everybody up. Then he just gets run over from behind, checking up for that. He ends up with the 47 car backwards. He is headed into the infield. Looks like that car pretty heavily damaged. Don't know what all they're going to do. Looks like they're probably going to get it back out there. Two laps of cloud of dust and then a caution, Dom.
Yeah, I told you we're getting there. We got 2 laps in that time, but like you said, it may even have to go to that point where we had earlier, where it goes to a single file restart before we get things going again.
Yep, ticking the laps off slowly, but right now, Gauntly, Snyder, Batten, Cardwell, Dyer,
Green
your
flag,
top 5
green
as we
flag.
restart. Into 1 and 2, Batten got sideways down there. Able to grab it up, and he's got Jones on the high side of him now. That's for 4th. 3 wide. Dyer on the bottom, Batten in the middle, Jones on the top. And now Andy Jones uses the cushion, drives away, put him in 4th. Batten is 5th, but here comes Nice. Here comes Dyer. Here comes Fletcher. That's going to start to single out just a little bit. Brad Dyer going backwards, and he's way sideways and backwards in front of the field.
Caution is out.
Caution as Spengler is into that one as well. Brad Dyer got into turn 2, and that car just got way out of shape with him. He got a little out of sorts there in the 631 car of Sotomayor once again with the wedgie from behind, and lifts up the 56 car, spins him right around. Not a whole lot that he can do in a situation like that. Guy's completely out of momentum right there. So
Not the first time tonight mentioned. Unfortunate, but
yeah, a lot of unfortunate situations, especially when you're on these little bull rings like this. Everything happens so quick, and there's not a lot of room to maneuver. When you're in the middle of the pack and there's cars all around you, you really can't go anywhere. You just try to hit the brakes and do as little damage to yourself and the other guy as possible. Single file for this restart, it looks like. As we
there we go. Hopefully we get a long flag stretch now.
As we have 9 laps on the board. We'll go over here. We'll watch this off the scoreboard from turn 4 on the restart. Gauntly with a good start. Snyder, then Cardwell. See if a single file restart gives these guys a little bit of room to maneuver and get things going. Back to the field. Looks like everybody's going to make it through 1 and 2. 3 and 4 looks pretty good. Cardwell took a peek on the inside of Snyder, and he wasn't able to make it work. Now has to back the car up as he and Snyder almost come together out of 2. 11 laps in the books, and it looks like maybe things are going to single file out and guys aren't going to have to fight for the real estate. We might get a pretty good run going here. Cardwell with a good drive down off the hill now is alongside the 24 car. Goes to the inside. Can he get the run out of 2? Not this time. Goes back to the middle. Holds on to the 3rd spot. Gauntly still out in front. Snyder closing in on him. Cardwell, then Jones and Batten back here. Batten's going to have his hands full. Joey Neese working the 5 car. Right alongside for just a second. Now falls back in line. Neese is 6th. Fletcher 7th. Cruz runs in 8th. Colbridge, after all of his issues in his heat race, he runs in 9th here. And then Brad Lawson, 63 car with a really bent up rear spoiler and both fenders on that car just crushed right in. He's got the 63 car into the 10th spot. But it has been all Wesley Gauntly thus far. Snyder and Cardwell right in hot pursuit, and they are all in lockstep. Cardwell rubbing the paint off the right rear corner of the 1 car. He is working his way closer and closer to the 24, looking for that mistake or that opening so he can slide right around and put his focus in on the 81 car, but not that time. Out of shape, entering 3, and he has to try to gather things back up. Make a run. Here's Andy Jones. He runs in 4th. All by himself. No pressure in front, no pressure behind, as Kyler Batten has now escaped the clutches of Joey Neese, and he's got a pretty comfortable spot there in 5th. Good gap between he and Neese. A little closer back to Robert Fletcher. Then A.J. Cruz in the 8th spot, and Cruz has company down on the inside. Here comes Colbridge. Slider line didn't work. Colbridge hanging in tonight. Brad Lawson. Then Lucas Channing, the 47 car. Been into the infield, and now caution again.
That caution came up this time.
Up 73 car of Andy Jones was sideways down here.
He lost it just going into. I was watching Snyder and Cardwell battle it out for second and third. Saw Jones just turn it around there, enter middle of turn and 3.
He clipped the fence at the exit of 2 on the right rear corner, turned the car back to the right, and he hit that opening there where you come onto the track on the back stretch with the right front of that car. That's what spun him around. Wow. All right, so Cardwell got around Snyder while we were watching back through the rest of the field.
Back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
It is still Gwontley, then it's Cardwell, then Snyder. Batten is 4th, Joey Neese 5th. Fletcher, Cruz, Colbridge, Lawson, and Chowning your top 10.
Just about to get really interesting. Leaders were about a second away from getting into lap traffic before that caution came out.
Yeah, it looked like the leaders were about to sneak up on Spangler way at the back there. Single file on the restart again. We'll see how long it takes them to get to lap traffic this time. 21 down, 52 to go. Green flag back in the air. Good start for Gwontley. He really got that car rolling coming through turn 3, and Cardwell jumped right with him, and he's going to hang on close to second. Snyder in front of Batten and in front of Neese runs in third. Right now, the battle's starting to shape up for the lead. Here goes Cardwell. Slider through 1 and 2. Does he have the spot? Yes, he does down the backstretch, but here comes Gwontley back with the slider in 3 and 4. This time, who's got it to line? New leader, 1 car, Davin Cardwell, and that might spell disaster for the rest of these guys. Once he gets out front, he seems to just scoot away from everybody. A good slider battle going on here between Cardwell and Gwontley. We're keeping our eye on the 81 car, running in second right now. Davin Cardwell out in front again. Can he make it 4 in a row? We'll find out in about 48 laps. Gwontley is second. Snyder sitting in third. Batten, Neese, Fletcher, and Cruz rounding out your top 7. James Colbridge still 8th. Chowning and Lawson 9th and 10th. Back to the front. Watch the 24K car of Colton Snyder try to reel in the 81 car of Wesley Gwontley. That is second and third. 3-wide battle behind that. Fletcher taking the 77 car through the middle, and he picks up 4th for a split second. Joey Neese got around Batten. Now Batten gets it back at the line, but Neese is working the high line. Batten down on the inside. Fletcher back here trying to follow Neese. Good battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, now 7th. A.J. Cruz brings the 57 car into the picture. Meanwhile, at the front, Cardwell starting to get away from these guys. They're going to lose touch with him pretty quick. Gwontley and Snyder still working side by side. Let's get on board with Colton Snyder here. See what the driver sees as he slides it into turn 3. Trying to run down the 81 car, and the 81 was way sideways right there. Inside this time. Didn't quite get it there. Had his nose in there. Now goes to the high side. Wasn't able to make that work. Slider again. Let's get out here where we can see what these guys are doing. Good battle shaping up. Now Batten's in this. Batten took to the bottom. He's going to make it a 3-wide deal. Tyler Batten. Tyler Batten with a drive off 2 on the bottom. He might take 3rd away right here. He's got 2nd. Still a great battle. 2nd place. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right there. Good run off the top side for Snyder. He grabs 2nd back. Gwontley down to the inside, covering up. Batten's line. He just wasn't able to do anything with it. Let's see where Cardwell's at. He's got to be getting into traffic. Here comes the lap traffic for your leader. Already worked his way around Taylor James. Now trying to get around Frolic. Little contact there, and Frolic gets the car way out of shape but grabs it back. Next on the hit list going to be Michael Spengler, the 30 machine. Back to the battle for second. Snyder still got it. Batten got around Gauntly. Batten is into third. Track's starting to widen out for these guys. Good battle down the backstretch for third position. Colton Snyder, the 24K car, way up on the top side. He's running in second. It is Gauntly and Batten that are battling. 21 car of Batten, 81 of Gauntly, battling for that third and final podium spot. Door-to-door contact there. Where's our leader? In heavy lap traffic. No, he's clear. Got a little bit of breathing room. Next on his hit parade, 99 machine of Brandon Hawkins just in front of him there. You see Andy Jones right in front of that. Still watching the battle. Second, Snyder starting to get reeled in by the two cars on the bottom. They're battling each other and still reeling in second place. Tyler Batten now up off the bottom. Now shuts the door on Gauntly. 27 laps to go. Cardwell coming out of turn 4. He's at the stripe. Got about a third of a track on Colton Snyder. Tyler Batten up along the top side. Does he have the momentum? No, he gives up third. Gauntly now back to third. Batten clipped the tire on the inside. Didn't slow that car down one bit. And Batten takes it back. Best battle on the track, and they're starting to work through lap traffic, battling this hard. At some point, lap cars are going to become a factor for these two guys right here. Batten trying to hold off Gauntly. Coming up on the completion of lap number 50. Leader coming out of 2, down the backstretch in traffic. Got around Lawson. Now working on Hawkins. That's 13th position. The 99 car on the inside. One car on the top side's your leader. Cardwell going top shelf. Now brings it down in the middle. He's going to clear the 99 car of Hawkins. Put the 13th place car a lap down. Into traffic. Colton Snyder now. Tyler Batten has cleared Wes Gauntly. Gauntly now quite a ways back and running the top. He's about 4 or 5 car lengths back through the center of the corner. Now closes it in. Great run through 3 and 4 for the 81 car. Closes the gap right back up. Goes top shelf in 1 and 2. He's got to run down the back stretch. 81 car looks like he's finding some rhythm. Finding a good line. Top side in 1 and 2. Middle in 3 and 4. Cardwell about to complete lap 54. 20 to go. Make it 19. He's working on the inside of 11th place. Andy Jones puts him a lap down next. In line, quite a ways away, full straightaway ahead. 57 car of A.J. Cruz. Cardwell having his way with the field again tonight. It'll look like 4 in a row if he can keep that thing clean to the end. Second place, Colton Snyder, a good distance back. And then it's another quarter of a track back to the 81 car of Wesley Gauntly, who got around Batten and has since started to drive away. Those two were locked in a heck of a battle for about 15 laps. James Colbridge, the 199 car, runs in 5th. Then Dyer, Fletcher, Neese, Chowning, and Cruz, your top 10, and A.J. Cruz on the same straightaway with your leader. When he goes into 3, we'll switch over to the 1 car of Dab and Cardwell. You can see on the same straightaway. 14 laps to go this time by. Top starting to get a little black. Cardwell still running high in 1 and 2, down through the middle in 3 and 4. We've seen that out of a couple of other cars. Splitting the difference between Lawson and Hawken. The 24K car runs in second. Trying to close the gap on Cardwell. He's the one now in heavy lap traffic. He's coming out of turn 2, your leader. Already coming out of turn 4, nearly half a track. 11 laps to go. Gwantley still runs third. Everybody in lap traffic now. Batten went back to the bottom. He runs fourth. Brad Dyer through the middle of 1 and 2. He runs in the 5th spot. AJ Cruz. Joey Neese now battling over 9th and 10th. They are next on the lap parade. For your leader, Davin Cardwell. And they are about half a straightaway from doing that. Maybe not even that far now, as Cardwell now has taken the one car directly to the bottom. 7 laps to go. Right there, 7 laps to go. Closing in to lap 9th, 10th place, Joey Neese. Shows him the nose, moves him up the hill. Leader around the 10th place car. He has lapped inside the top 10. He's going to lap 9th right there if the 57 car falls to him as well. Down to 5 to go this time. Colton Snyder still in second. Got clear track in front of himself. Jones is on the bottom. That's the next lap car for him, Wes Gwantley. Trapped in lap traffic now behind Hawkins and Lawson. There's a 631 of Sotomayor. Back to your leader in super heavy lap traffic now. He's gotten around Cruz. Now it's Chowning, Fletcher, and Colbridge. Colbridge is running in 6th. That's the black and blue car around the very top of the speedway right there. Top 5 cars remain on the lead lap. 5th place right in front of your leader. 2 laps to go this time by Davin Cardwell. Another dominating performance in this series. He's going to see the white flag out of turn number 4. One more time around, it'll be 4 in a row. We may just have to get a chair for that guy up here in the booth. He is going to come out of turn 4. Checkered flag in the air. He does it again. Davin Cardwell, your winner. Colton Snyder now coming through 3 and 4. He will pick up second. And not far behind that, Wes Gwantley picks up the 3rd and final podium spot. What a run towards the end there. What do you think of that run there, Mr. Santina?
Well, I'm not too much of a betting man, but almost every Sunday night now, I think I'm going to bet on Devin Cardwell to win the race.
Yeah, I'm not going to bet against him. You can absolutely count on that. We'll get Davin around here. Where did he already take it off the track? Well, that guy. We'll just pause these guys up right here. We'll drop some of the graphics off. We'll see if these guys show up for our interviews over here. Let's get race control real quick and see if these guys are going to make their way over for interviews tonight. Josh, do these guys know where they're going? Looks like some of them are getting in here, so we will wait and see. Put Josh back in his spot. We know we got second. We are waiting to see if 3rd place makes it over. I would hope that Mr. Cardwell will make his way in here. 4 in a row. That is outstanding work for that guy.
And I think the thing that I enjoyed most about this feature was that was the longest green flag run I think we've had in this series, and it was fun to watch. We went from, I think, lap 21 to 73 without a caution. That was awesome.
And on a really, really small, tight little, and it looks wider than it races, bullring. I mean, because this place a third of a mile, and yeah, right up against the fence is pretty good. But I'll tell you what, this place is very, very tight. When you come off the corners, you're all the way out at the wall. The guys coming off the bottom need to use up some track, and they aren't afraid to come up there. So let me get. Well, we're waiting to see if Wes Gwantley is coming. Just waiting to see if third place is coming. We may get these guys a little out of order. We may talk to Colton Snyder here and then move Gwantley over as soon as he comes in. So let's do that. Let's get Colton Snyder in here and chat with him. Well, we're going to have to do this out of order just a little bit. Colton Snyder, you there, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, a fantastic run for you tonight. Battled hard all night long. You come home second, man. Talk to us about this evening's racing.
Oh, man, that was chaotic to say the least. I mean, you have guys like Davin and all of them. I mean, they're front runners no matter where they go, and just being able to battle with them and keep up with them is something for me.
Yeah, it looked like the track changed quite a bit, and, you know, a lot of contact with the cars in the fence and the cars in the cars out there. How hard is it to keep a car straight and clean on one of these tight little bull rings?
Oh, it's tough to say the least because, I mean, you run the bottom and you're going to push coming off, or you run the top and you run the risk of banging the wall down or getting run over because you're checking up, getting into the corner.
All right, man, well, you had a fantastic run. Tell us who's on the car helping you get it done, and we'll let you celebrate a fantastic run in second place tonight.
I just got to give a shout out to all the guys over there at Dirt Series and Josh for painting the car for me. And
all right, man, well, thanks for talking with us, and we look forward to seeing you again next week, buddy.
You too, guys. Thanks for the broadcast.
All right, second place, Colton Snyder. Now we've got a hold of Mr. Gwantley. Let's get Wesley in here and see.
And also,
Wes, you there, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, a heck of a run tonight. You battled with a bunch of these guys out there during the race. Talk to us about those battles and this podium finish.
Well, with the fixed setup, the track was kind of different run. We kind of had to move around there, especially through lap traffic. But Davin, like I was just talking to him down there in the waiting room, he was so much faster than me, so I kind of knew he would likely get by me. Then Colton kind of snuck by there when I tried to move around, and me and him and Tyler Batten, shout out to him as well. We had a heck of a battle. We were beating and banging a little bit. I saw he made the bottom work pretty good when he got by me, so I went down there, and then we just started swapping it back and forth. I mean, you can make a highlight reel of just what we were able to do, but that race was a lot of fun. Starting up front was really, really important. The top was the main way around, at least at the beginning, and then from there we just started searching, had to figure out something.
Yeah, it looked like you and Colton and Tyler and I'm trying Joey Neese even. You guys had one heck of a battle there for a while, and you started getting lap traffic, and things had to kind of single out just a little bit. How much difficulty is there trying to plan what you're going to do next, not knowing what the guy in front of you is going to do, coming up on lap traffic and having absolutely no idea what those guys are going to do?
Well, like this, it's probably easier to solve a ridiculous calculus problem. I'll put it like that, because it's insane. You're connecting A and B and C and D, and you're trying to worry about you at the same time. But I got caught up in lap traffic there, and actually Tyler had started catching me again, but I had one car running my line. I'd started running an interesting line. I figured out 1 and 2, I'd run the top like Colton was, and then I moved to the middle in 3 and 4, and it just seemed really, really good because I wouldn't really spin the tires. I was easy on the throttle. Well, as soon as I got to the guy that was running the middle, I don't even remember what number he was, but as soon as I got to the guy in the middle, I go to the top, and there's another guy in the middle, and the guy that was running the top slides down in 3 and 4. So I was fighting it left and right, but that was a lot of fun. That's probably my favorite part about iRacing is having to deal with lap traffic. Is you really got to figure out, you can't just run your line. It may not be the fastest line, but you've got to run a different line. You got to keep the guys from behind you catching you and passing you because they can see more than you can. And you're really leaning on those 2 or 3 or however many cars right there in front of you as a group. And I know they were battling for position, but let me tell you, my nerves couldn't handle much more of that. 73 laps was plenty.
Well, 52 of them there on that last run, and you guys did a fantastic job of working through the traffic, and no one got, really out of shape, and I'm sure that it affected the way that you had to approach things. But still a great run. Why don't you tell us who helps you get it done out here, and we'll let you celebrate, buddy.
All right. I got to thank my buddies over at Team HRT. I got to thank y'all for putting on this broadcast. It's pretty awesome. Dirt Series for putting this on. Of course, Josh does a lot of work with this thing. But all my teammates at HRT, Josh Hessen, who wasn't able to make the show tonight, he was in that B main. Tough luck for him. I mean, track was just not in his shape to be able to pass people like he needed to. Jarrett Murphy normally runs with us. Todd Hook, Tim Christensen, Hunter Wright, Dakota Isley, Charles Silvis, Scotty Williams were the newest guys on the team. Man, I feel like I'm forgetting one of them. I feel bad about it. And, I can't thank y'all enough for putting this thing on, and Dirt Series for putting this on. It's a lot of fun. It's a little late. I got to be awake at 4 in the morning, so I made an interesting decision of sleep versus getting a race, but a top 3 finish will work for me. I wish I could have put it on the top of the podium, but Davin was just so much better. So shout out to him. Shout out to, of course, Colton for just flying by me whenever we were battling. And then Tyler, that might have been me and Tyler Batten's battle. Might have been the most fun I've had battling for position on iRacing, especially on a track like that with the setup that was not good coming off the bottom or really running the middle. We somehow made it work, and we were just trying to put on a show. And so, though he ended up 4th, I think that was a lot of fun. Shout out to him again, because I've never had so much fun.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you talking with us. And when you go back and watch it, you're going to enjoy, because we followed you two battling each other for quite a while there. So enjoy that, man, and we look forward to seeing you next week, bud.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Third place finisher, Wes Gwantley. Move on to a guy who really probably doesn't need any introduction. He wins it tonight. He wins it, well, what seems like every week. Davin Cardwell, you there, buddy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Well, that is 4 in a row, and tonight was just about as impressive a run as last week. I mean, last week you started at the back with about 50 to go. Tonight, that last 52 laps, you lapped all the way up and had 5th place in your sights, man. Talk to us about that long run at the end there and getting into lap traffic and the way you had to approach that.
Oh, yeah, at the beginning of the race, I knew I was fast, but Colton got by me there early on. I knew I was got to be patient, and I stayed patient, got by Colton, and then I knew the bottom was going to come in, so I just started rolling it, and it came in, and we was able to get it done.
Yeah, it was a great race, and once you guys kind of got sorted out there and started running single file a little bit, it looks like things kind of spread out. You took the lead over, and you did what Davin Cardwell does, just kind of drove away from these guys. But a fantastic run for you tonight, another great win. I mean, that's got to extend your points lead by probably about 1 million now. What are you going to do the rest of the season with these guys? I mean, they're all chasing you, and I don't know if they can catch you.
Hey, bad luck does come, so, we might get some bad luck here soon, but we hope to keep the amazing runs up like we keep on going, and we'll see what we can do. I think we might have the win and the points maybe secured if we keep this up.
All right, man, who helps you get it done out here? We'll let you go celebrate another awesome run and a victory tonight.
First off, I want to thank you guys for broadcasting, amazing job, like week in, week out. Thank Josh for putting this deal on. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have a place to race, so gotta thank him, iRacing iFlag, FDP, Tack 3 Defense, Caper on Screen Printing, and then I think my dad too.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and we will see you next week. See if you can 5 Pete.
That's gonna be tough.
All right, man. Your winner tonight, Davin Cardwell. Let's run through our results real quick here. Cardwell, your winner. Colton Snyder, 2nd. Wesley Gwantley was 3rd. Tyler Batten in 4th. Brad Dyer, 5th place, 6th to James Colbridge. Lucas Chowning in 7th. Robert Fletcher, 8th. A.J. Cruz was 9th. Joey Neese, 10th. 11th. Andy Jones. Brandon Hawken was 12th. Matt Sotomayor in 13th. Brad Lawson, 14th. Todd Frolick, 15th. Michael Spengler was 16th. 17th, Justin Sick. And rounding out the field, Taylor James in 18th. Great run tonight. 50-odd laps. after the final caution all the way to the checkers. What do you think, Dom?
Thought it was a great race. Track really wore and good. We saw good battles all over the place. And I know Cardwell said that it's going to be tough to do because there's a lot of good drivers out there. But like we said earlier, can't count them out for next week for that 5-peat. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's to be the best, you got to beat the best, and right now that guy is the best in this series. So we'll see what that does for us. You going to come and work with Mikey tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Well, then I will let everybody know that tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 8:05 usually is about when he goes live. Mike Peterson, Dominic Santino will be on the call. Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder presented by Tim's Dirt Track Sims. They will be at Williams Grove for race number 1. They'll turn right around and head to Lanier for race number 2. Going to be a action-packed, fun-filled night. So don't forget to join them. But for myself, Mike Peterson and Dominic Santino, appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Until the next time, please keep it dirty. Good night, everybody.